G'day guys and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to review the Cats and the Kangaroos game, and Geelong, very impressive with a 33-point victory. Getting the job done. Could have been a whole lot more, to be honest. As you can see, the Cats 13-12 and they missed a lot of easy shots. This game probably is a 10 to 12 goal loss in reality for North, but I'll be happy with a 5-goal win here, guys. Getting the 4 points is absolutely massive, and that takes the Cats to 6-4, and hopefully a few wins away to potentially solidifying a spot in the top 8. There's not too many home finals to worry about, maybe unless you're West Coast or Brisbane inclined, but we'll see what that looks like in the next sort of 6 weeks time. Probably coming up. So I was really impressed. Really impressed. There were times in the game where it was a little bit sort of interesting to watch. There was moments where you were like, okay, what's going on here? Because in the second term, we absolutely dominated the game and probably could have put on 4 or 5 goals, but we kicked 1 goal, 6, as you can see there. But started off pretty decent with 4 goals in the opening term, and North, they kicked a few late in a row, and they got the margin back to 15 with sort of 5 minutes to go. And it was one of those points in time where it could go one of two ways. North could pinch it magically like they nearly did against the Hawks quite earlier in the season, or the Cats just sort of settled the momentum. And Paddy Dangerfield moved into the centre ground for the first time of the evening, and it was just about bankable that he was going to get the next clearance and end up in a goal to Mitch Duncan. So it was fitting how it sort of ended there, and a few goals to just sort of make the scoreboard look a little bit nicer, because it was a demolition job by the Cats. It was a really good performance. Probably didn't make the biggest bang for their buck there, but strange old game. It was lots of quick movement out of the stoppage, especially out of like the centre clearances. It was direct ball movement to the forwards. It was one-on-ones inside 50. It took me back a little bit, and it's sort of like a scoreline that you probably see in a normal game, and you could see that at quarter time, 4 goals to 3 is probably more of what we're used to. Let alone you've got Fremantle kicking 0 points and Collingwood kicking 1 goal 2. No offense to those teams, but just providing a bit of example there. We're really good behind the ball, and our ground ball in general was superb. We mopped up pretty much everything, and we had some really good Lincoln chains, good ball movement, and had field position on the Roos for the vast majority of the evening, and we're really able to give our forwards some good looks. Pressure up forward, I was really impressed with as well. We didn't allow sort of easy exits for the Roos. They found it sort of tough to move it out of the back half, so that means we're manning up pretty well around that forward 50 and sort of just outside 50 wing position sort of section to nullify North Melbourne sort of getting that ball exited from D50. So that was really pleasing as well. Obviously we were challenged a few times throughout the night, but we just had the answers every time North sort of challenged us. And it was frustrating at times, because knowing that it wasn't over, but you just felt like the Cats could always go that extra gear, which was really pleasing. And I'll mention this more in the players, in the stats, but I was really impressed with sort of the mix in the midfield and up forward as well, which gave some players some opportunities that they took both hands on. And obviously, North aren't an amazing side, but good signs at least to see what Geelong's depth looks like, and utilising the powers that be. So 33-point win, pretty pleased. No real injuries of any note. It's hard to be dissatisfied with the performance. We have a look at the stats. We were able to get plenty more of the footy. We got some more inside 50s. Used the ball reasonably well. It's interesting the North used it a bit better. They probably chipped it around a little bit more, but we probably we just had a go. We were just reckless. The efficiency inside 50 is what's most pleasing. As you can see here, when North Melbourne went inside 50, it was very hard work, and when we went in, it was a little bit easier. So I mean, there were a few misses earlier, as I was mentioning, like Tui missed one. I think Hawkins missed one. I think Duncan missed a really easy one. He had a bloke on the goal square, Sam Simpson, so he would have been spewing there, Mitch and Sam. So I think we kicked about 5 or 6 lines in a row. Then Brian Myers finally straightened us up, and Hawkins got on the end of it. And yeah, I was really pleased with the work around the stoppages as well. As you can see here, 10 in the clearances against North. Yeah, I felt like most stoppages, and especially on the ground ball, were really promising in that department, and were able to sort of get it out of congestion and sort of keep the ball moving and give our forwards some opportunities to get some scores. Really good in the contested possession front and pretty good on the outside as well, numbers wise. We just, mate, as the turnover says there, I think we made the most of North Melbourne's sort of turnovers. We're able to sort of get some scoreboard pressure going there. Could have been a bit more, but I don't get too sad about that. That's okay. On the marks front, we're able to control the ball a bit better than North Melbourne. There was one stage in the second term where I think late in the second term was in the mid sort of section, there was 10 marks to 0. So it was just really good sort of, defending around the ground in general. And North's ball use, as you saw before, was decent, but our ability to sort of cut off some really good chains was quite impressive. Marks inside 50, really good as well. So good separation between the forwards, and that's telling me a reasonable delivery into the 50, and also dominance from the stoppage, I guess, and especially the centre clearance. We got goals, so that proved to be good. I didn't think it was a high tackling game because it was a lot of free ball movement, and the Cats obviously didn't get a stack. North obviously got a few more. A few 1%ers in there. So logistically, good game from the Cats. We'll move into the votes and a sort of discussion of each player. It'll be pretty brief, of course, on the discussion as it is most weeks. 3 votes. I'm giving it to Cam Guthrie. He's probably doing thick and tight. I've had a month from heaven. Why haven't you given me any votes, mate? I'm like, Cam, tonight you were sensational. 29 possessions next to his name, 3 marks, 3 tackles, 6 clearances. I was big on the clearances, and obviously goal assist next to his name as well there. So he was just running all over the ground. Even when he made mistakes, he mopped up his mess, and he's really prolific sort of ball user and ball winner. And I thought he was just a bit more damaging this week with the ball, and I thought he was the most outstanding in my eyes. So I have given Guthrie. I haven't given him 29 possessions. I've given him 3 votes. I'm giving 2 votes to Brian Myers. He got 11 touches next to his name, but he kicked 4 goals straight, which was 4 was the news, 6 or 7 in COVID game time, and he was really good. He started the game off on like a house on fire. At one stage, we had 6 goals, and he kicked 4 of them. So I thought the way he went about it and the way he made the most of his opportunities was really good, and that's swayed me to give him 2 votes there. So while I'm Grind, he's has had a bit of a lean period, played a bit more midfield and sort of up the ground rather than inside 50. But he doesn't mind playing North. I think he kicked 3 against them last time as well, down the Cattery. 1 vote. I'm going to go Tom Hawkins. He kicked 3 goals, 2. He could have had 6 or 7 next to his name if he took a few more marks and kicked a touch straighter. But he always kicks a few, and he's always involved with the scoring involvement. So he got 14 touches next to his name. 7 marks, and a goal assist. You can see there, probably even more involved. Look, we're such a different team when he's in. He's obviously in most of the time, and we're very tough to beat when he's up and firing. Because when he's up and firing, he's kicking goals, and he's also getting teammates involved as well. He's had criticism in the past, especially earlier this year, where he wasn't really firing much for punching goals, but he was giving a lot of goals away. So. He's a very team-oriented player, Tom, and very multi-dimensional. So he was really good, and there was a lot of good players. So I'll be giving a lot of shout-outs for votes here as well, guys, and bear with me as we go through it. Mitch Duncan, excellent with 20 touches, kicked a goal, a nice snap towards the end, 4 clearances, really solid once again. He's having an outstanding season and been really good. Speaking of outstanding seasons, Sam Menegola, 28 touches and also kicked a goal. He's really come a reliable campaigner for the Cats, and you can just bank on him week in, week out now. He's proven to show that he's really got the aptitude to apply each and every week, and he's been really good to watch, and he's solid and a good ball user and all those sorts of things. Really like Jack Stevens' game. He was racking up the ball, 21 touches. He was really good around the ground. It looked like he had that speed and that zip back, so he looks fresh. He looks keen and hungry to play. Lockie Fogarty, he got the 23 touches. I have been quite an anti-Lockie Fogarty, I suppose, individual. But he was exceptional tonight. 9 score involvements, 2 goal assists. So he's working around the clearances around the middle. I think maybe that's where his spot is. I'm not sure. We'll wait and see. It's one really good game. I wouldn't get. I'm not jumping out of the roof and saying, "Oh, I was wrong about Fogarty," but really, really good. He made the most of his opportunities there in the midfield and was quite prolific. Consistency will be the key, like all players. Blitzars had a really good night as well. He could have got a vote. He had the 19 possessions. He was grabbing out of the ruck. He was doing 1-2s with Guthrie in the middle, and he was sending it forward inside 50 from the ruck. It was crazy. So Blitz was really good on the wing, and he sort of just played everywhere really. Tom Stewart, solid as ever. I'm going to guess that's 5 marks. Yep, it's hard to see there. Tommy Stewart, 17 touches, 5 marks. He just gets the job done, doesn't he? Very reliable down back. Tony kicked a couple of points. He played full forward, and I think he attended 2 or 3 centre bounces. So he was just having a game up forward, just resting it out almost. Robbie Tarrant kept him pretty quiet, and Danger dropped a few as well, and kind of crack. Zach Tui also likes to have a crack. He had 16 possessions, 6 marks, really good from the back line on the wing. Stanley was really solid. He ended up with a goal. He could have kicked 2, but he dropped one on the goal square. A little bit of a chewy night potentially. He got 20 hits and 13 possessions, 3 clearances. So he'll get better as he goes on. He's still good tonight. So hopefully he can stay fit and firing, and that'll really help the Cats structure big time. Simpson was solid, kick to goal, 12 touches. Solid, pretty quiet. Don't really think he was playing too much in the midfield, though. Might have been playing more out on the wings from what I could see. Zach Guthrie have also been a big knocker on. He kicked 2 and got 11 touches, but again, we'll see how it goes against slightly better sides with these guys I'm mentioning, and what kind of opportunities they get when our best sort of lineup plays where they want to play. But he ticked the boxes, kicked an amazing first goal for his career, so he's stoked with that. Then moving down to Tommy Atkins, it wasn't decided too much. Applied a little bit of pressure. He never gets too much of the ball though. So he tried. I liked Henderson's game. He was pretty solid down back, and he's moving pretty well, and really good sort of cog in defence when required. So hopefully he keeps getting some games, and he might be called upon at various stages. I didn't see much of O'Connor, but I don't think too many players got out of hand up forward. Pugh's very much the same. I really like Close's game as well. His pressure up forward is terrific, especially late. He made sure Pittard turned that ball over, and then Zach Guthrie kicks his second goal, so he's stoked with that. Jack Henry, I liked his game. He's getting back to some of his better footy that we know he can sort of do a bit more dynamics of moving, marking kind of deal. And I like Taylor as well. He played a pretty solid role as he does. And obviously injuries there to Ben Brown with the knee injury. So if we look at next week, and I don't want to see the scores of the other game right now because I'm about to watch on, but we are playing, I think, on the Monday. We've got the Saints at the Gabba. Really tough game. I'm leaning more towards the Saints here, which they could pretty much be 9 and zip. I'll see how they go this weekend, and that might determine how I go. But maybe with 2 quick games, and the fact we've got 4 and 14 overall might make me sway this towards the Saints. They seem to go harder for longer than most teams, and they've sort of learned from their mistakes early in the year. But Cats definitely, they're a good side, and we know the Saints are a good side as well. Just a matter of how. It would be a great litmus test for both teams to see where they're at and how prolific those sides are and where they sort of stand in the grand scheme of things. So that's a bit of a wrap up of the game. Pretty happy Wednesday night for myself. Cats by 33. yeah, nice win, reasonably cruisy to watch on, and we'll see how the D's respond with the Crows. So hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hit the video a like, subscribe, all that amazing stuff. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon on the next video.